It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Tennessee Titans.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Muscles him off, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And brought in downfield. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Levis looking to move him around a bit. Henry again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charged timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback. Now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Tua on 4th down. And it is caught. Touchdown! Robbie Chosen, 56 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative. And there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here is 3rd and 5. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 3rd and 3. Levis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run forward with Henry, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Play action, now it's Tua.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Amari Hooker. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Slot man moves right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now the rookie third rounder from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Folks, kick is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Miami set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And on the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Play action now. Levis.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Two is thrown complete there to Barrios. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Past the 20. 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
45 yards for Raheem Mostert.
As his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1st and 10, it's Levis.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 and a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Durham Smythe, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Tua going to change the play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
their own 18.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Henry again on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly they get to the line. On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they've left their defense with no margin for error.
No, zero. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least, you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Levis now off of play action. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
They'll run it again with Henry. Derrick Henry all alone.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Henry up the middle. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Levis, who can audible to something else.
Henry running right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
21G, 21G.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. An audible here to get a new look. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Now they'll audible to something else. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And Levis going to change the play. A first down carry for Henry, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Levis looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll give Henry another shot. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
On for the extra point is Folk. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. So down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Levis to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Levis.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Solo left Zion.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Robbie chosen.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins have pretty well pulled away here in the 4th quarter. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Levis now on 1st and 10.
Complete. It's Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to